Um,
Welcome back to Dr. Walls and Friends, and we are here with Dan. How are you doing today?
I am fine, thank you.
Yes. Now, I've been talking to various people throughout the day, and I've heard different titles like Sifu and Master, Grandmaster, and so forth. And now you've opted not to carry a title, even though one has been bestowed upon you.
That is correct.
And what is your reasoning behind that?
Well, my belief is that there's only one true master. I am only his instrument.
Yes.
So I absorb all my energy from this master.
Okay.
And when I absorb this energy, he feeds me and empowers me and enables me to transmit to others
Love it.
what needs to be transmitted.
I love it. Now, what type of work? Now, you are part of the martial arts system?
Yes, I am.
All right. And what system are you affiliated with?
I started with Sharin with Mark Sealing. I then I trained with various other seafoods and masters and so forth. But one of my, I would say, one of my foremost instructors was old Sensei Ronald Duncan. And so forth. And I studied ninjutsu, jiu-jitsu, karate, and so forth.
Okay. And now, what are you doing?
I teach what I call the angelic system.
Oh, what is that?
The angelic system is a form of ninjutsu. The angel will reveal himself to whom he pleases, and to others he will remain invisible.
Oh. Now you say that, and then you look at me because you know I'm excited. Now on Dr. Walls and Friends, I have these what are called tambourine moments where there's this enlightening statements or so forth, and usually I have a tambourine with me, but I forgot it this weekend. So now the angelic system, is that something that was bestowed upon you, or is it something that you were trained in?
This is something which was bestowed upon me.
Okay.
Bestowed upon me through my master.
Okay.
My master is the master who is unseen and invisible,
Yeah.
and will only reveal himself to whom he pleases. So, in my prayers and meditations and so forth, it came to me that something needed to be transmitted to others.
Yes.
Something with an understanding where people could respect the name angelic or angel.
Yes.
We are, I look at man as almost as a symbol of an angel, but he's not an angel. But yet, he has all the attributes to become that. So basically within the angelic system, what we do, we teach individuals about themselves. We introduce them to who they are and what they are, and we help them to search and seek out their strengths and their weaknesses.
Okay. Okay. And so someone who would be interested in learning this style, what would they need to do to contact you?
Pray,
All right.
not to me.
Not to you.
No, not
to the Grandmaster.
To the Grandmaster.
All right.
And basically the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
I love it. I love it. All right. And so, when that happens, that person will be led to you, or you two will come into contact with each other.
Well, let me say this.
Okay.
This is not an easy system to learn, but yet it is a very easy system. Because it's about you, it's about me, and it's about others.
Yes.
What we teach is, we teach the physiological aspect of the body first.
Okay.
Osteology, which is to study the bones. Then we go into the joints of arthrology.
Okay.
Then we go into the myological aspect. Now all this is taught in conjunction with self-defense.
All right.
So what happens is that as a student begins to learn about himself physiologically, he also begins to understand that everything begins in mind.
Yes.
And it begins with a thought. We call that psychogenesis. Psycho-mind, genesis, beginning. So when he looks at his opponent, this becomes transformed
Yes.
into an X-ray apparatus or an MRI apparatus.
Okay.
So he sees beneath the surface of the epidermis or the individual.
Okay.
So everything becomes simple.
Yes.
He's able to disassemble if need to be. But also in our art, we also teach how to assemble,
Okay.
which is very important.
All right. I was just talking to someone else, and they were talking about the importance of helping and healing instead of harming.
Well, this is what I mean by assemble. Because basically, also, as one begins to learn about himself, the basics aspect before one can really heal, he needs to know what he's healing.
Yes.
If a person don't know where his liver is, or what the function of the liver is, or what the spleen does, if he has no understanding of how his body works, how can he heal it?
That's right. That's
So,
right.
so basically, the beginning is learning about yourself, learning how to utilize the operational systems within you.
Yes.
And so as they begin to learn that and as they advance, then they begin to learn how to become like that angel. They begin to understand the hidden mystical meanings of the angelic system.
Yes.
Understand what the secret compound is.
Yes.
That is to understand the power that you possess.
Yes.
For example, the people would call the chakras or the endocrine system.
Yes.
The endocrine system is the key element of knowledge,
Okay.
of understanding the operational system, of the internal aspects of developing your chi or your ki or your interatomic energy. It enables you to understand that you are the image of the Creator.
See, this is where tambourine need to come in. I love it. In my book, The Greatest Soul Journey, the greatest is an acronym which stands for God restores excellence, activates talents, encourages spiritual transformation. And so when I hear that importance, and I encourage people to know themselves, and so when I hear that restoration, and I hear you talking, I think about the importance. Once people are restored, once they know who they are, they do remember their divine self, and they do remember that they are a reflection of, as you mentioned, the Grandmaster.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And that's what it's all about. And that's the simple aspect of it.
Yes.
You know, I mean, people know more about computers, about cars, about a lot of other gadgets than they know about themselves.
It's the truth.
And that's a sin.
Yes. Yes, it is. Because we are wonderfully divine beings.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
Well, I am truly honored.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, and we'll see you soon, real soon again on Dr. Walls and Friends.